Buddy, welcome to the show. I know it still says under construction. I got a little lazy and didn't feel like making a thumbnail, but it's not under construction. It was finished today. So let's get going.
Storm, keep it funky, keep it warm. Superheroes big and small, can you answer them all? Comic books and Super Bowls. Ooh yeah, trivia thunder, here we go. Who's the fastest on their toes? Come on now, let's see who knows.
There's the short version of the intro. And we got 30 minutes to waste before we start the serious trivia challenge. So let's go ahead and see who can get the closest guess. Closest guess quiz game. The count's down. Background. All right. And this game's pretty simple. Just try to guess the number as close as you can. They're history questions, and it's going to be years. So good luck. Oh, I don't have the chat open. There we go. Hey, Lady F. Under the Cow. Adamantium Blade Comics Collectibles. Phil. Jay. 420, huh? Ooh, who else we got here? Rude, what up, man? Heroes for Hire, of course. Matt's here. Space Case. Good thing you shut up, man. We got a duck race tonight, and you got 3 ducks in it. Can you believe it's 9,000 years old? Yep, it was some birch tree bark found in Sweden. You can Google it. I had to because I was like, really? Some of the Google results said 10,000, but the main one said 9,000. Now that should be easy. All y'all know when World War II ended, right? I believe it, Phil. You and Moses. Y'all were good buddies, right? It looks like everybody actually knows. Y'all paid attention in history. That's awesome. I swear I know people that wouldn't have a clue. 1958. 1975. Boom. It's like Bruce was the fastest on the keys. Are smart. Jay, what? That seems to happen to you every week. You have to put it in 2 or 3 times to make sure it takes your answer for some reason. Remember that when it matters in the actual 3 rounds of trivia. Now, what year was that again? One small step. Some people paid attention to the moon landing. And I'm afraid that most of y'all got it wrong. Or no, I mean, most of y'all got it right. A few of you got it wrong. See, Phil, 66 was my birth year, not the year of the moon landing. And it doesn't show Phil's 1966 either. It's a little iffy. What year did Hitler commit suicide? Now that may be related to one of the other questions you just answered. Yep, that would be 1945. Boom. Good job, Under the Cow. Rude, are you delayed? 69 was the moon landing. 1988. 1492. Vietnam. There's a bunch of good movies about that horrible event. Good Morning Vietnam. Ooh, I haven't seen that in years. I need to watch that. And no, this wouldn't be the year that we pulled out, but the year it actually ended. 1975. Oh. Oh. Well, nine months after pulling out. We pulled out in 74, right? And then 75, Saigon fell. Now, this might be a little tough. I have no clue. I know it's been played a long time. I hear you, Reed. Gotta know that history, huh? $1877. A couple people knew it, or they were quick to Google. I actually played tennis, and I didn't know that. Well, I attempted to play tennis in junior high. It was not much. Really? Good guess, Jeff. Hey, y'all know that one, right? How many of y'all are going, oh my God, I should know this? Looks like pretty much all of you know it, except Jay, who is forgiven. And Phil's just being funny. 1975, the all-new X-Men were born. All these comic people and only 3 of you knew it. Come on. Let's see. Now, how about this one? What year did Amazing Spider-Man number 300 come out? Oh man, I hate that, but people aren't getting credit. Ooh. 252. I think 1988 would be the correct year. Yep. I remember buying that off the stand. Wish I still had it. You got a 6.7 points, Bill. That's amazing. All right, what's up next? I thought somewhere it would show us what question. Oh, it is 9 of 10. Now, if you've been reading the release documents, newly released documents, you certainly know this. I know it because of a Stephen King novel I read. What was it? 10/22/63. Ely Plaza, really? Of course, the CIA did it, and that is a really good Stephen King book. And the Amazon Prime miniseries with James Franco was pretty darn good. Boom, boom. And finally, I had to throw one in for myself. And I'm not talking about the new one that was on Netflix. I'm talking about the original one. Leave it to Bruce to get it right. Most of y'all hit all around it. But, yep, 1987. I remember it well. Love that cartoon. All the great adaptions of Carl Barks stories. Just wonderfully done. And the newer one wasn't bad either. Great writing. Was not a fan of the animation style. Why did they make Huey, Dewey, and Louie look like they had square heads? And it looks like somehow Matt won that. I would have bet Bruce had that. And Lady F pulling up 3rd place. All right. Next up, we've got the word search game. And for the life of me, I can't remember what words I used. And I can't look. Doesn't let me look. So, just have to look. Oh. do wish I could look at, see what the words are. Oh, I can. That's right. I have to look at it this way. It looks like all of them have something to do with like sports or leisure activities, you might call them. Ooh. Let's see. Okay. Canoe. Kickboxing. That's a good find. How did you find that, Jeff? Makes it a lot tougher when you don't know what words exactly you're looking for, doesn't it? All right, Travis. Uh, yeah, you got Travis. You have 2 ducks in the race. Not doing too good on this one. Oh, there you go. Grog. Hmm. Okay, win, lose, or. And not running, but draw. You got it. And jogging. One of these is kind of like tennis, but it's played inside with, well, played inside. It's kind of like tennis. Lady F, handball. Okay, that's it. Because this last one down here, I think it's a misspelling. It's Langlauf. Langlauf. Never heard it. So we will finish the current round. All right. I don't know exactly how that works, but dang, Jeff, you did good. You got all the big words. In round 2, more sports related words. Boxing. All right, let's see if I can help you out. There's dumbbells. Golf, karate. Uh-oh, what just happened? Here we go. Exercise. This is what happens to you when you don't win. Man, Jeff, you're good at this. All right. All right, now we got a short little trivia game. Final results. Yeah, boy, Jeff stomped y'all's asses. Well, let's see what y'all can do with this little warm-up trivia. And there's a hint as to what some of the questions are about. Not really, though. They're about comics, and somehow one comic strip question got put in there. So, guess what that one's about? Maybe it's the way you type, Jay. I don't know what that might have to do with it, but this is supposed to be an easy question. I suppose it might be easy if you know what the hell they're talking about. Have you ever read the Sonic the Hedgehog comic? Come on. Oh, well, looks like most of y'all knew it. Or somebody knew it and the rest of you copied it. What is the real hair color of the mainstream comic book version, Earth 616, of Daredevil? Boom, 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 boom. The real hair color of the mainstream version of Daredevil. Always thought it was red. Just seems like it would be red. But that's not a choice, so it must be blonde. Good job, y'all. Whoop. Who is the second person to take up the mantle of Night Owl in the Watchmen graphic novel? Is it bullshit, Bruce? It could be. I didn't bet these questions. Now, y'all should know it's Daniel Driver, the second person to take up the mantle. Or maybe it's wrong. It doesn't count. So, go Cubbies. Scott Snyder's American Vampire. Well, if you read it, you would know. It's gold. I guess you have to have read it because I've never heard of that anywhere else. And the final question. The main 6-year-old protagonist in Calvin and Hobbes is named after what theologian? Matt, you said you have the book right there in front of you. Oh, it's got to be Calvin Klein, right? He's a theologian. I don't think so. Looks like everybody knows it, though. John Calvin. Well, where's Crazy Joe at? Maybe he read it. Well, it looks like everybody knew John Calvin, so the Lady F got 3 out of 5. Under the Cow got 3 out of 5. And Jay, good job. Right. Coming up on 9:27. Let's I have a countdown down here, but there's kind of no point in using it. So we got about 3 minutes. That gives me time to show you. We're having a duck race tonight. Everybody that's got a duck in the race has a chance to win this stack of comics, which includes a Superman Lego variant, an Uncle Scrooge, because I love Uncle Scrooge, and everybody should read Uncle Scrooge, and it's a double-sized giant Gladstone. Trick or Treat Spider Boy, the Webless Wonder. The first 2 issues of Guy Gardner. Who knows? Maybe when the Superman movie comes out, they might go up in value. And another Uncle Scrooge. This is a square bound. Very nice, clean copy. One of my only duplicates. Rivals. It includes a bonus in-game spray. So if you play Rivals, you definitely want to get that. And the big book of the month, Hulk, number 245. A nice old Hulk. In really good condition. It's got a couple little stress points here, but whoop. So, duck race at the end, and let's see what we can do here. It is 9:29. Let's start counting it down. Round number 1. Easy, easy. And some of these are easy peasy. There are 10 questions per round, Will. And there's only 10 in the third round. Usually I have 15 in the third, but I only did 10 this week. So you got, there's a little hint on 2 of the questions, and if anybody gets those wrong, other than Jay, I know you don't know the comics. Oh, let me hide the, there you go. Now you can. Some of them are not so easy. Because I wouldn't have known this. What cosmic entity created Galactus? Lady F said it was 4 eternity. Everyone else seems to think it's the living tribunal. According to this, it's the sentience of the universe. Might have to look that one up. Anybody remember sentience of the universe being in that creation of Galactus? Right, the real name of the original Red Tornado from DC Comics. Oh, gosh. Kind of spread out here. John Smith, Ma Hunkle, Maxine Hunkle. I guess it's not Tornado Tyrant. Actually, it probably is, and you all got it wrong. It is Ma Hunkle. Seems like enough of y'all knew that. Alright. Crisis on Infinite Earths. Which character sacrifices themselves to destroy the Anti-Monitor's antimatter cannon? I was going to say you've got to enter. 4. I mean, I only know one person that died during Crisis on Infinite Earths, and it was on the cover. Which Marvel villain once wielded the power of the Beyonder? That's right, Barry Allen, Flash died. And I do remember this one. It's pretty easy. Everybody's favorite character of the year. Doom. Now he's got the power of Strange. The Sorcerer Supreme. Wow, that's hard. Really tough one. And no, it's not a trick question. I hear you, Jay. Put it into 3 times. I told you, Will, it's not a trick question. Cameo does not count. That's not the first appearance. Everybody knows the first appearance of Wolverine is Incredible Hulk number 181. Or maybe it was a trick question. Some of y'all got it. Which race created the Nova Corps in Marvel Comics? Tricked ya. Then you should have known, Matt. You knew I downloaded that cover earlier. The Nova Corps. Should be the Shi'ar, right? Xandarians. I thought it was the Shi'ar too. Ow. Eek. Hey, Christina. Ooh. What was the original name of Image Comics' Spawn before becoming the anti-hero? Now, come on. You all know this. It is, of course, Al Simmons. And if this says differently, I'm going to flip out. Chapel. Now, Bend Over was the second Spawn, right? Bob Dole. That would be an awful Spawn. Which Green Lantern was the first to be dishonorably discharged from the Corps? Oh no. Well, you know, the wife making out with you is a good excuse to mess up. So is it Hal Jordan or is it Sinestro? It was Sinestro. Oh. Which makes sense, you know. What is the real identity of the masked vigilante Rorschach in Watchmen? Thing is, it's been so long, and all of these are people in Watchmen. Which one was Rorschach there? No, it wasn't Adrian White. That was Owlman, or whatever they called him. I think. What was it? No, I don't know. Seems like y'all knew. Good job. Oh gosh. And the final question, round one. Who was the first female Robin in an official DC Comics continuity? In the official DC Comics continuity. Yeah. Vite was Ozymandias, that's right. Woo-hoo. The first female Robin. Was it Barbara Gordon? Stephanie Brown, that's what I thought. Oh, Jay, you must have copied Phil. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's who you always copy. Continuity is the key word, yes. Oh, Lady Fantastic, good job. You get a duck. All right, round one is done. Let's move on to round two. And this is going to be a mix of easy and difficult DC Comics questions. So I hope you know DC. I know you guys know Marvel. Where's Legion when you need him? Oh, I always forget. I gotta turn off the images manually. The name of the sentient city that aids the Doom Patrol. 9-2 Cubbies. All right, Jay. I bet you're still cussing at the TV, though. The Metroplex was a great club. I saw Metallica and Megadeth and Anthrax and all kind of bands at the Metroplex in Atlanta in the 80s. Awesome. Saw Circle Jerks there. But that's not the street. Danny the Street. Good to see people read Doom Patrol. I love Doom Patrol. Or maybe you just watched the TV show, which was also good. Which Lantern Corps member once held rings from multiple corps simultaneously? Woodstock. This one's pretty easy. Seem to remember the cover with a whole bunch of rings on his hand. Okay, I could have swore that was Hal Jordan too. Tom Brady. That one might be wrong. I could have swore that was Hal Jordan. Yeah. I'm going to have to spend more time checking these questions. Who killed Batman's second Robin, Jason Todd, in the original storyline? Oh, this one. Well, it can't possibly get this one wrong. Good thing is when it is wrong, it's wrong for everybody. So, you know, even though you don't rank as high, you still Lee Harvey Oswald. The Joker. I don't know why I did that. Weird. Of course it was the Joker. Jay, come on, man. The Joker. Quentin says it's correct. Ion held the Spectrum. Hal held the green rings. What is the original name of the Spectre's human host in the Golden Age? Hal Jordan. I don't think it was Hal Jordan. I'm pretty sure it wasn't. I'm thinking Jim Corrigan. Although it says Golden Age, so I'm not really positive. Yeah, Jim Corrigan. Okay. Oh gosh, again. Everybody's got to know this. Killing Joke. Such a great, horrible story. A great tragedy. Call it that. And we all know her now as the Oracle. Yeah, I knew Will would know this one now. It's like everybody knew this one. Oh, Brian Boland. I love Brian Boland. And yeah, it's one of his best covers, for sure, Jeff. Which powerful DC sorcerer resides in the Rock of Eternity? Sorcerer is kind of misleading, because you usually don't think of this guy as a sorcerer. Oh. How'd you know that one, Matt? Oh, Glenn got it too. Shazam! The Rock of Eternity. I deduced it. What alien species is responsible for the creation of the Manhunters, the predecessors to the Green Lantern Corps? And it is, of course, the Guardians of the Universe. I've never heard of any of the others, so they probably do exist in some form or another. In the Flashpoint timeline, who becomes Batman instead of Bruce Wayne? Jeff, that's why I did it on DC, because a lot of people seem to read more Marvel than DC. And of course, that would be Bruce's dad, if I remember correctly. Isn't that the one where it's Thomas Wayne? Yes. Marvels for little kids. How you read? There's a little bit of truth to that. Marvel has its serious ones, but they do have more kids stuff. Which obscure DC character is known as the God of Superheroes and helped form the concept of the multiverse? This character is so obscure, I've never heard of him. Like I said, never heard of him. The God of Superheroes, huh? Morrison's Overman. All right, what mystical artifact does Eclipso use to possess others? Jim Morrison. Maybe that's it. Eclipso. I've heard of Eclipso, but don't really know. Obsidian Mirror sounds good, though. Or Black Diamond. Or a Dark Ring or a Shadow Crystal. Black Diamond it is. A bottle of Thunderbird. Yeah, that possesses people for sure. All right, let's see who gets the duck. Quentin, 9 correct answers. And you just edged out Bruce and Glenn. Congrats, Quentin. And now, on to round 3. And I hope Travis made it, because he said he could answer questions about cartoons of the 90s. But he was on another stream, and it doesn't look like he's made it back yet. That's okay. I think there's a few 90s kids in here. And a lot of us, it didn't matter if we were kids or not. We watched these cartoons. I loved Animaniacs. And I was fresh out of college watching Animaniacs. Oh. Get rid of those. What was the name of the leader of the Manhattan Clan in Gargoyles? It was Goliath. Hudson sounds good, though. I mean, B. Arthur. She was the leader of a clan, all right. A clan of Golden Girls. Which character in Animaniacs frequently says, "Hello, nurse"? Ooh. Question is it Yakko or Wacko? Because you know it's not the other two. No, I meant two. Well, you got it because you said one, and it was one. It's Yakko. And I knew that. That was probably my favorite cartoon of the 90s. The Secret Identity of Darkwing Duck. I hear you, Reed. What a bunch of weird names. And of course, Boggs got it right. It was definitely not Scrooge McDuck. The Scrooge McDuck would kick Darkwing's ass. We all know it. Drake Mallard. Drake Mallard. Herb Muddlefoot. Who is the main villain in SWAT Cats, the Radical Squadron? I've never even heard of that cartoon. Has anybody heard of that cartoon? Dark cat it is. And now, in Batman the Animated Series, which characters created specifically for the show and later added to the comics. Boom, boom. I think most everybody knows this one. Oh, yeah. That's the easy one. Harley Quinn. She was so good they couldn't just leave her in the cartoon. All right, halfway through. Groucho Marx. In Reboot, what is the name of the computer city where most of the show takes place? Reboot was cool. I dream of her every Thursday. It was Mainframe. Yep, pretty sure that's Mainframe. Ugh. Yep, it is. Jay. Come on, even I was old. I still watched them. I know you watched Animaniacs, right? I have the power of the heart. What kind of battle cry is that? I have the power of the heart. Okay. Yep. In 2 days, comic book comes out with the Mark Spears cover. Captain Planet. His name's Mai Tai. Like the drink. Woohoo. In The Tick, what is the name of the Tick's mild-mannered sidekick? Die Fledermaus. Chair-faced Chippendale. Okay. Whoa. Again, that's pretty easy. It was always Arthur. What was he, a moth? I think that's what he was supposed to be. Moth. Oh, boom. Bob Barker. Those. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I can't quit yawning. Was Bob Barker really mild-mannered? Which villain from X-Men, the animated series, is known for quoting Shakespeare? Looks like y'all know that one. Because everybody watched that. Oh. It's a really good show. There were some X-Men, the Spider-Man that was out in the 90s. There were some Really good Marvel cartoons. And DC and Batman. And the final question of the night. What animated series featured a genetically altered super team called the Geno Sapiens? Whew. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh. I have no idea what that is. Project Geeker? Oh, that was a joke. Bruce, got you a duck. All right. All right, and let's move on because it's time for my community hangout to start. But first, we got to do type DuckTales. Hashtag DuckTales, and let's give away a fourth duck. And then we're going to have a duck race. Yeah, Rude. See, you're getting there, man. Just got to have the right category. You can get a duck too. But just in case you don't know anything about comic books, here's your chance to get a duck without having to know a thing. Except how to type hashtag DuckTales. You get a wahoo? Okay. Wahoo! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 10. There's 11 people. Who's missing? All right. Whatever, Will. You know you're lying. All right. We're going to go ahead and hit the button. We got 11 people in chat. Somebody's not entered, but oh well. Here we go. Boom. Oh. Round and round it goes. Where it stops, only I know. Because I rigged it. And the winner is Jeff. All right, man. Good job. Now, all right, guys. It's time for the duck race. And the winner of this duck race gets all these comics. Burger. Out of the way. Kind of drifted off screen there for a minute. So let's head on over to the duck race. Good job. You got some books. So send me your address through IG. And so close. That duck won't shut up. Oop. All right. And that's it for the trivia tonight. I'm going to immediately start a community hangout. So as soon as I end this stream, look for that one to pop up and come join us. Hope to see you there in a few minutes.